see what happens.
Yes. Good.
Stay away from this one. Maybe go somewhere just where you can put it. If you sit down, will you lie down with it? Okay, do that. Come over here and watch that. Anthony, you want to come over here?
Let's go.
Anytime that she's fearful, make sure that you're in between her and the other dog.
I'm going to do this ring because I use this hand so that way you can see. This is fine. Very good. Now this dog has been taught a little bit and is learning to go pretty much at home about here from the go out. But she's in a new place with new people and I have no idea what's going to happen. Alright, so if I had a bed, it would be the same thing. I'm just using the stanchion because that's where I'm going to get it. So sometimes I'll get a, and I'll even pair it up with a rubber-backed back mat right here in front of it. It's a visual, bigger visual. I'll use the bed or something, and then I'll say the word, if it was bed. I'm using run because that's where she has to go, and that's the command. Okay, but you're going to pick out your word like bed, or I don't use place because that's a whole other word for a whole other reason. So I pretty much am going to tag it where get the dog on the bed or on the rug. Run, bingo, run, good, run. I'm touching what I want her to do and she's getting fed, okay? So then I'm going to back up just a little bit to see, and you probably aren't going to do that first. You're going to be doing it quite a few times. Some dogs get it really fast, like, oh, I just go here and I get food. That's the easiest thing. So then I'll touch it, run, and it's right there. She gets a treat, okay? Run, good, run. And I'll use my marker word is bingo. So I'm like, oh, bingo, you did the right thing. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to give her what I would give her my visual later. Run, and I'm right here. Good, bingo. Good, run. And it's going to be a good amount of treats. So then I'm actually coming back a little bit. Run, bingo. See how she went on her own? She's got the concept. So then the fun part is, how far do I go back? Good, run. I'm making a big deal about this place. And then I come back here. Run. Good, run. Yes, that's what it's supposed to look like, okay? And it just gets better and better, further and further. Now I'm going to bring this young dog that was like, what? And see what she does.
Does she have something?
Not necessarily. In the end, they don't have to. In the show, they're not going to want to. A lot of dogs do. I just want her standing here. And then when I do go out later on, I'm asking her to sit afterwards. That's later. All right. Her flat collar, because it's really not any correction in this little situation. And I got tail up, which is meaning good things. And she seems like, oh, yes, I would like to play this game. Good job. Run. Good run. Good job. And sometimes I sit here and just like, when the dog is standing, I'm like, run, yes, run, 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 run. And they go, oh, I love that place. All right, wild child. Run. Yes. Yes. Run. And you don't, I mean, it's usually about here. You rarely, you're going to get lost. Run. Run. Yes, run, run. I'm on the leash and I'm ready to go. And then this is where the marker word comes in really well, because you're going to be teaching the dog eventually further away, and I can mark it and then come pay. Notice I'm right here when the dog gets there, and I'm paying out. Hey, run. Bingo! Yes, run. So then I can stand back a little bit, and she's already been rewarded for getting there by my word. It's just like clicker treating. Okay? Hey, run. Run. See, this is what'll happen. They're like, what? Means I went too far. Run. Bingo! Yes, run. Good run. Good run. Run. Yes, run. Okay, you see, she got the idea. Any questions? Slow and steady, and you just figure that. So then you may just say sit and wait for me to come feed you. Okay? Any questions?
So when you're teaching something new like this, or anything that's new at home, make sure you teach that, 3 times a day for short periods, and end it on a good note, whatever you do. A lot of times, what we tend to do when we train dogs is, we're so excited they have it, so let's do it 2 more times. No, let's do it 3 more times.
Right.
Let's do it after you get 2 or 3 good results. That's good. Call it good, and then go into something. Always be repetitive. Repetitive is the way that they learn. They don't.
Exactly. And I'm building up speed because in the ring and at home it's not so big a deal. But I want drive to get in here. And this is one thing I forgot to say. When we're teaching the dogs, a lot of people in some training methods, get very discouraged because the dogs are like, I don't want to do this. If you do constant repetition and constant consistent reward, you're going to have a failure in attitude because they're learning, they don't understand it, they get confused. The attitude comes with time. Once the dog is secure in the situation and they can relax and they know, if I do this, you do that, then the speed and drive come, and the mood. So don't get persuaded that one day the dog is like, we all have moods, and one day the dog's not going to do well or anything like that. So don't get bought into their, I don't want to do this, and maybe I'm doing it wrong. Go back, make it simple, and perk them up by going, hey, remember, you are very capable about doing this. Make a big fuss over that, and then go back. Because especially for something like this, when they get into confusion, when they start to build up distance and confusion, then that may come with that. Okay? So don't be way late with that. All right, you guys want to try it?